Hello Falcons, Mr. Fleschner here bringing you our updates from our June school board meetings. Now we did hold two meetings this month, a special meeting and then our regular June meeting on June 16th. So let's get into some of the topics from those meetings. First one we'll talk about is our special meeting that was held on June 10th. The primary focus of this meeting was working with SiteLogic. They're helping us kind of navigate some of our facility planning discussions. And really they brought back to the school board a very comprehensive review, evaluation, assessment of the district's facilities. Now there was a range of things inside of this. We really were focusing primarily more on physical structures, HVA systems, electrical panels, some exterior things with tuck pointing and roofs, really to give the board an updated baseline understanding of exactly where our buildings and our systems are at. I thought SiteLogic did an excellent job presenting this to us, and this will be information that will be shared back out in some form with the public and with the community to take a look at some of this. The board also did establish several dates over the course of the summer, really to sit down and kind of dig deeper into that information as we can kind of continue forward with our facility planning. That was the bulk of the special meeting, and I think this is important to share now as well. Occasionally the school district does need to hold special school board meetings. By and large, those are typically single subject meetings. There's just kind of one or two maybe agenda items, something that needs to get finished, a change that was made that needs to have board approval, or things like we're doing with our facilities. So there were a couple other agenda items on that special meeting. We needed to finish up some contracts from the previous year and some personnel actions that needed to get taken care of so we can get some positions rehired here at the school district. Now kind of jumping into our June 16th or our regular school board meeting notes. I talked through some updates with some facility things we've been working on, talked about that we know that RAGBRAI is going to be coming through the school district toward the end of July and how that will all work. And then there was lots of board policy updates. Now, this is pretty typical this time of year. As the legislative session comes to a close, there's several changes that impact schools, and many of those changes need to be put into board policy by July 1st. So we have a pretty short window of time. So there was, by and large, lots of just school board policy, mostly some small language cleanup items. So the board did take care of those. Something else that typically would happen in June as well is any updates and amendments to student handbooks, building handbooks, preschool handbooks, all those kind of things that kind of establish some guidelines for our buildings. And again, a few personnel items, getting some people hired to go into next school year, and that was really the bulk of those two meetings. So as always, don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions, and go Falcons.